Hey guys, good morning. My name is Tatsuya Hajime. Let's just put both. I'm sorry, editor. But hi, good morning. Welcome to today's update. I don't think I've updated you guys in a while, but this is my skirt. It's a skirt. The problem is it's kind of heavy. Like, I don't really know if I have enough time to build it up so that it's a dress and I can have more support. Not that I'm sure that making it a dress will give me more support. Also, I'm so sleepy, so it's been very difficult to finish this project, which is why, like, I literally only have 3 days left to finish this. It's quite infuriating. Today, I want to try to crank out as much as I can. Although I'm so tired, like, for no reason. I'm guessing it's the weather, or just the season. Like, whenever it's November, I feel like my brain just thinks back to a lot of strange memories, and I'm like, oh, why are we there? What are we doing? Why are we thinking about this right now? I don't know. Okay, I think I was talking about November. So November for me is usually a pretty sad month. When I was in high school, someone I was very close to passed away in November. And even though it's been probably like 7 years since she passed, it still kind of lives inside my brain. I'm strongly connected to death, at least I would like to think I am. I believe in the afterlife and like that there is life after death, very possibly reincarnation. I'm open to the idea that there is reincarnation, that people have other lives. I don't completely believe that people have other lives, but I believe that there is something else beyond death. I've been watching a lot of Japanese comedy YouTube channels, and I don't completely understand everything because I'm very new to learning Japanese. Comedy for me goes beyond what's verbal. Like some of the funniest stuff that I've seen from the Japanese comedy channels I watched, like for example, like Comdot does like Try Not to Laugh, sort of like Smosh, except that there's money involved. So if you guys watch Smosh, like it's like the Try Not to Laugh. Like the winner gets a certain amount of money, like that kind of stuff. Like that's what I've been watching, and it's so interesting for me how like the verbal comedy stuff doesn't really work because I don't understand, except for like when it's clear, when it's obvious, like words like, so for example, if I hear the word like baka, which translates to like stupid, like sometimes I'll hear that and that instantly will make me laugh because I understand that Japanese spoken is extremely fast, but I can understand the visuals of it. So my favorite person in Comdot, his name is Yuma. I like his comedy because it's very visual. So for me, Yuma almost always has these videos prepared and it's very funny. Like every time I see him open the computer, I say, oh, here we go again, Yuma's edited videos. And it's just, I don't know, it's hilarious for me. I love physical comedy. I'm sure that if I understood more Japanese, I would find the content even more funny. I watched a video of theirs called like the English telephone game, and it's so interesting for me because English is hard for people who don't speak English, if that makes sense. Because of course, like language and like the way your mouth moves and things like that. It's very fascinating to see how like the difference between someone who is fluent and someone who doesn't really understand English. It's so funny for me because like I bet that's how I would look like if I was trying to speak Japanese give me a sentence in Japanese and I'd probably like mispronounce everything. Because what we learn in our Japanese school is not how, we don't learn how to pronounce things properly. We just learn more like this basic grammar and the alphabet. So I have to learn the pronouncing part on my own, and it's like kind of difficult to do that because my brain is like, I've already sort of formed a habit of saying something from my class. So my friend who's more fluent in Japanese than me, when she tries to teach me how to correctly pronounce words, I'm like, okay, I'll keep that in mind, and then I forget. I really hope this video that I'm editing isn't like 10 million minutes long, because if it's 10 million minutes long, I'm gonna have to make a part 2, and that's really annoying because I'm almost done with this thing. Like, what do you mean a part 2? It's just because I'm a yappa, that's why. But I could just also just release this video of me just talking about absolutely nothing. Christ. Man, I need to learn to stay in frame. I'm always trying to go out of frame. Maybe I should just move my camera. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, that was an easy fix. Why didn't I do that? A bunch of people farting. Like, earlier I was like, oh my god, yeah, that's probably Yukio or something. And then, like, I'm talking even more and I'm like, I feel the Tatsuya in me. And I don't know if it's because, like, it's like 8:33 a.m. and our brain's kind of like, oh, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to today. Welcome to this morning. You are, in fact, awake. Can you tell I've been watching a lot of Rolly? You probably can't tell, I'm not British. I don't even know what I sound like, I just know I have an accent. I'm on voice call with people, sometimes they're like, oh, you've got an accent, a very strong one, and I'm like, oh, really? I did not notice. It's not intentional, though. None of our accents really are intentional, so sometimes they do fluctuate. See, the thing about, like, YouTube is I want to do things, but the problem is I don't exactly know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what are we doing here, guys? What kind of videos are we making? What kind of channel are we? And I feel like you have to know if you start a YouTube channel, question mark. I mean, I could just post whatever and maybe it's fine, I don't know. But I kind of do want to at least get some traction, so it's very mildly irritating because I don't really know how to be consistent because my energy fluctuates so much, and I'm almost always so low energy. It's very annoying, so I don't really know what I want to do with that. I have been stagnant for so long that every time I try to move, my brain just goes like, yeah, you've moved too much, now you are dead. And I'm like, I did not want to do that. Me and my mom went to the mall, we went outside, we went out and ate things, and I was so like out of it and sleepy that after like around an hour of walking, I was so irritated. And I was irritated having to carry groceries, and I was like, why am I irritated? This is not difficult. And then I realized it's because for like maybe 2 weeks or so I hadn't been moving. The first week because I was sick, and the next week because I couldn't there was a typhoon. So I was just inside the house the whole time or asleep. And I had a really bad sleep schedule, so it was just terrible, you guys. I don't know, I just really want to be one with nature again, even though nature hates me. Oh, nature doesn't really hate me, it's blazing hot outside all the time, and that kind of saps my energy. I think I run warm, I can't tell, because I don't live in a place that has like 4 seasons, so I can't really tell if I run warm or run cold. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I don't run warm. It's just that the clothes I wear suck for this weather. Like, they're really bad for the weather. Like, why am I wearing a thick shirt in question mark degree weather? So I tried to do a temperature dress last year, and that didn't turn out that well because I chose really ugly colors. So maybe like next year, so I think I want to do like really pretty colors so that I don't get so put off by the colors that I've been choosing. Although what I might do is like do every week instead of every day, because every day just sounds like a lot and sounds like it's gonna piss me off. I'm so wishy-washy when it comes to my mood, honestly, so I struggle so much with like getting motivated and figuring things out and stuff like that. I don't know. Something is clearly very wrong with my brain because it just refuses to cooperate with me, and I'm like, come on man, work with me please, just a little bit. My brain's like, no. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. My brain is a wonderful place, but it's full of rust because I don't use it enough. Apparently I'm smart. I don't quite believe that. School is not a metric for intelligence, I will say this. Like, I was really bad at school, but it's because I'm nurse spicy, you guys. Like the natural school system just doesn't really work for me. I prefer to learn things on my own, and I like to learn things one at a time. I don't like learning things all at the same time. Like, my brain gets really overwhelmed. The reason why I'm doing well in my Japanese class is because that's literally all I'm doing, and I can give it my full attention and not get burnt out or like pissed off that I have to do my Japanese lessons. Because if it were any other, like if it was just like school and I had this and 5 other subjects, I would be so mad. Like, my brain would explode. That's why I hated school so much. Because like, I look at my course, which is psychology, and I love psychology to death, but I hated school so much because it was overwhelming. Group theses pisses me off so much because you have to work with other people, and I can't work with, like, it's not that I can't, it's that I don't really prefer to work with other people, just because I know that my general range of motion, my general productivity is not the same as other people's, and I don't really want to I don't want to farm resentment because people think I'm working too slow, or because I think they're pushing me. Our school is lenient, so I really should have failed a lot of my classes, but I didn't, because I think my school was just pass your requirements. I was like, oh, okay, sure, I'll do my best, and I did. Yeah, by some miracle, I actually graduated on time, but it means bad shit, honestly. Like, I could talk for hours and how it doesn't mean shit that I graduated on time, because I had to take a gap year anyway because my mental health sucks. I tried to work, and it was a traumatizing experience for me. I don't know. It made me realize that I love kids, but the school, it wasn't great at handling the kids. So that was great. I mean, I guess they're handling the kids, but the way that they're dealing with the kids is very it was either the way they were handling kids or the way I felt there. I don't remember. I kind of blocked it out. Probably also just because that's a Yutake memory, and Yutake is... I mean, he's here, but then... There are some things that I find very difficult to explain when it comes to our system, and a Yutake situation is one of them, as well as Yeri's, because it's deeply... it weighs heavy on us, but at the same time, the way the world works makes me have differing opinions on whether or not it's real. I say with quotation marks because it's very much real to us, but because there is no concrete, there is no physical outer world counterpart to it, it's very difficult to convey the emotions in a way that's sensitive to people who are actually in those situations in the outer world. So it's I don't know how to talk about it because it really feels it feels like I'm trying to it feels like I'm trying to get into business that isn't mine, and that I'm not, and it feels like because this body isn't in that situation, therefore the inner world is nothing compared to someone who's actually experiencing it in the outer world. That's why I don't talk about Yutake situation. I don't talk about Yeri situation, because those are very those are real for us, but they're not. It's nowhere near anyone who's been through that kind of stuff in the outer world. So I don't talk about it. I have tried with my friends, but before in the past, but I don't do it anymore because I feel silly and stupid talking about it sometimes, and I'm just going to keep it inside or in my journal. I sometimes don't even journal it. Actually, I've been having a hard time journaling. I don't know, I didn't even really get that much done. Maybe I'll take a break and check if I still have storage space. Hello, good evening. I can now wear my skirt without it falling. You can see my ass if I wasn't wearing shorts. So, I definitely need to do something about that. What I'm probably gonna do is wear biking shorts because I don't know how much length I can add, and I still need to work my way up here. But that is a problem for later in me. Right now, I'm tired and I need to take a shower. You guys, I changed my mind. Not taking a shower, not today. I'm taking a shower tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, tomorrow night, I definitely have to take a shower because my friends are coming over on Saturday. Tomorrow is Friday. Also, look at this. Look at how much light goes through this beautiful, unintentionally mesh fabric. Hopefully, this bodes well for us because I don't want to have a heat stroke on Sunday when I'm wearing this. Just in case I didn't put it in the captions, I had to go outside because this whole house smelled like paint, and there was nothing more overwhelming to me than the smell of paint. Actually, I don't think it's paint because there is scentless paint, but I think it's the primer. I hate the smell of primer as an oversensitive person. I cannot do the smell of paint primer. Anyway, hi, I'm Tetsuya, and welcome to Evening with Tetsu-kun. I had to think of the proper honorific for me. I actually don't know. I don't think you should use honorifics for me, but if you're gonna use any, just use the kun one. I don't know. I'm not Japanese. My name is Japanese, so... but I'm not, so you probably don't even need to. I don't know. Common sense is not common or something like that. I don't know. I hate the word common sense because it implies that you have to know something instinctively. But what if you just communicated? Like, what if person does not have instinct? Talking about myself who has difficulty reading the room. Like 90% of our system, who I suspect has autism. Like, we're neurodivergent, yes, but like I don't, when it comes to things like autism or ADHD, I don't know if we have it because of our DID. When you have like two diagnoses like we do, just DID and bipolar disorder, it's kind of difficult to diagnose the other things like ADHD or autism, just because, especially with DID, with the whole dissociation thing, like, you're just like, yeah, I think that might just be a symptom of your DID and not actually ADHD or something like that. But I do highly suspect that we're on the spectrum. And is there to talk about this project? Well, okay, so the ruffles have been a pain in the butt. I've learned that I like the way ruffles look, but I hate doing them because it hurts my head so much. Like, it's probably also just because I have a time limit, and also because I was procrastinating like crazy, because for some reason, well, I think I know why. Well, like, I say some reason, but I think I know why I'm burnt out of crochet. I think I just don't feel inspired, and I did temporarily feel inspired doing this project, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't feel inspired again, and I think I might be on a down spiral, which is normal because every November, our mood goes down. I'm sure someone in the system explained it. I do love Scorpio season. I think we're collectively, and consequently me, Tetsuya, I am Scorpio rising. I don't know if, yeah, I think I am. I think I have the same birthday as our body, and by that assumption, I am a Scorpio rising if I have the exact same birthday as the body. I don't know. Hey, people in the system, like, if you guys are part of a system, do you share a birthday with the body? Because I do, but most of us don't. I think the only two people who share a birthday with the body are me and Hajime. Everyone else doesn't share a birthday with the body. Most iconic of which is Yeri, who is August 14, 1989. Like, old man. Old man. He's not that old. We just call him old man because he's older than the rest of us by a lot. He's 11 years older than me. That's all that we need to know. Sorry, I'm very obsessed with the way the light catches whenever I hold this piece up. It's very nice. It doesn't mean that I'm going to have to wear an undershirt. So maybe I shouldn't even be bothering to make this a dress. But I want to, just for the hell of it, because why not? It's fun. Question mark. No, it's fun, period. Why am I questioning if crocheting is fun? It's actually, it is genuinely fun. I just have a headache sometimes when I crochet something for too long. And right now I am definitely reaching the point where I consider that I have been crocheting something for way too long. Which is so funny for me, considering how many times I've just been like, I'm not doing this with this project, so maybe I just don't want to do this. Hajime always says, oh no, me, Hajime, I'm bad at talking. I'm like, Hajime, have you met everyone else in the system? I could never be a streamer because I always just stop talking and I forget what I was saying all the time, which like goes in line with this whole thing I was saying earlier, where like my brain is so dissociated a lot of the time that it's kind of impossible to tell if it's my dissociative identity disorder or something else that is making me wonka balloonka brain. That is not a word. What is it with us? We don't say what. Like, when I was editing part 1 of this thing, like, Hajime literally said Hooba Jabaloo. And I was like, what's that? Or someone, I forgot who was editing. Maybe it was Hajime himself who was editing. Also, someone decided that it would be a good thing to put subtitles in our previous video. And, like, why would we work so hard when YouTube auto-generates subtitles? I'm wondering how I'm going to crochet the ruffles on this thing. I'm wondering how I want to do this. But that's okay. I'm just going to YOLO. Why not coconut? Yeah. Just keep going up and up and up and up and up. Just finish this skein of yarn and then head over to my... Well, actually, I think I may need 2 more skeins of yarn and then head over to the magenta. I don't know. What color is this? Is this fuchsia or magenta? Because I don't know anything. It's like, well, that my brain processes that color is hot pink. And then I look at the other, like the light pink, and I'm like, light pink. So to me, things are just like hot pink, light pink, black, yellow, neon yellow. Like, to me, this is neon yellow. I don't know if this is yellow for other people. I think my project ate my hook. I am very happy to report that I have found a position in which I am comfortable while still being able to film appropriately, and that is sitting with my feet on the chair, my arms propped on my knees, and my knees resting on the table, or well, one knee resting on the table and one knee resting on the back of my chair. It is Arjun's birthday today, and I didn't even load that because I thought his birthday was November 20. I thought it was next week, but I didn't realize that he had put his birthday as November 13 in the Discord chat. He feels like a November 20 Arjun. I know he's a Scorpio, definitely, but like, he feels like a November 20 Scorpio, not a November 13. Although, when we did his astrology chart, it made sense, but like, I don't know anything. Who am I? What is going on? I don't know what's going on anymore. Anyway, I was gonna say Tatsuya and I have the same birthday, and then I realized that that might not be true because I don't think I'm Hajime. So maybe that is incorrect. Sometimes when people come into the system, like a birthday comes to them, and sometimes they have to figure it out. Right now, the date that's coming to my mind as my birthday is December 13th, so that's definitely Sagittarius, right? I think that's a Sagittarius. Hello, my name is... I call myself Akashi. I'm not really Akashi Seitro. I'm just named after... I think they even like put my name as my last name is Akari. I don't think it's Akari. I really don't think that is my last name, but I digress. I'm at the stage in my life in the system where I don't really know who I am. I just guess. Quite sassy, aren't we? It's still Tatsuya. Is it actually Tatsuya for real? Or is there someone else? Someone sassier, someone with claws? Maybe a Capricorn, maybe a true blue Capricorn. Maybe you've actually got a Capricorn this time. A real sassy one, ain't it? I might come up with a name for myself. I'll let you know. But for now, if I were to choose a name, what name would I choose? Would I choose something Japanese? So maybe I should choose something a little more Western. I want something very earthy. Something. Actually, I do quite like the name Yuta, but Yuta, we have a Yuta. I don't want people to get confused. I don't want people to say, oh, that's the other Yuta. The Capricorn one, the one with horns. You know, I don't think I'll get anywhere trying to name myself. I think I'll do one name for now. To editor me, who is most likely going to be inserting an emoji for my name, we can just put Snake. Viper. I guess you can put Viper as my name for now. I do feel quite tied to the name Viper. It'd give me a different name some other time. Hi guys, good noon. Coming to you from my mom's office. We have 2 days until the concert, but I do have a full day of board game night tomorrow. So I'm thinking I need to work on this thing today. Specifically, I need to work on this thing before my D&D session. I say D&D with quotation marks because we don't have our full party today, so we're just going to be playing board games, and I think that's really fun, but that doesn't mean that I have to finish this at least, or get a reasonable part done in 5 hours, which may seem like a lot of time for some people, but I am a slow crocheter. This is by choice. I don't wish to rush myself. I'm very, I don't want to do that. I don't really have social anxiety anymore, but I just don't like filming in public because I don't want to be a nuisance. I did shadow work last night, some part of it, and the thing about us is we're incredibly self-aware, but we're also very, very stubborn. When we know who we are and what we want to do, but sometimes, or what our bad points are, but sometimes we just say, oh, I don't care. I just choose to ignore all of these problems, and I will just let life exist. I guess we can talk MBTI, because I don't really know what else to say. I don't know our collective MBTI. Because first of all, MBTI as it is changes. It's more of the cognitive functions that doesn't really, because when you take the MBTI test, it's a test. with questions that you answer based on your own feelings, of course it's going to be inaccurate. I think we're collectively an INFP. We're, like I said, we're incredibly self-aware. We do what we want, so that's incredibly, like, introverted feeling coded, in my opinion. It could also be introverted thinking coded, so I don't really know the difference between the two that well. But I know I do think I'm an INFP, or at least we collectively are an INFP. Of course, it depends on who's fronting. Like, I'd say Yukio is an ISFJ. Like, some of us are more J type people. We do actually have like a handful of like J people, I'd suppose. Like, I think Yukio is an ISFJ, Yeri is an INFJ, Tatsuya is an INTJ, strong extroverted thinker right there. And Hajime is, I think, an INTP. I don't know. And I don't know, of course, what like Utake is. Like, Utake, I think, is an ISFP. I don't know. I'm just giving you guys like the Myers-Briggs, even though the way we discover it is more through cognitive functions than Myers-Briggs, because it's more accurate. Anyway,